right, good morning, everyone. Welcome into today's stream. Hello to Tani. Good to see you, my friend Liz D. Bama Green Eyes, good to see you all. So I have a couple of Sovereign Citizen and First Amendment Auditor videos lined up for today. Hey, Ravenwingg, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone had a good weekend. So yeah, I have a few videos lined up today. This first one I haven't seen yet before, but we'll give everyone a moment for people to join. Hey, Lindy, Kacey, Slide 100, good to see you all. Hope you all are doing well. So this first video I have lined up, I just knew that I had to watch this video on stream. The title of this video is called American State National Schools Courtroom in the Law of the Land. I didn't watch it yet, so this is going to be my first time watching it. I grabbed the video and added it to my files. That's all I did. So this should be interesting. Let me bring this video up. Hey, Zerzeus. Hey, Binary. Good to see you. Hope you guys are doing well. So let's get right into the video.
Talk with Ms. Lucia.
She is unrepresented, Your Honor.
Okay, you're not representing her.
That's correct.
Okay. All right, we called a case of 22-239. Margaret Bruno, is it Lucia?
This is who you're calling right here, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear, I'm representing the, authorized representative for the legal fiction. And I cannot cross the bar I can't cross the bar, you know that. It's all about.
All right, so right off the bat, the sovereign citizen is saying that she can't cross the bar. And keep in mind, the woman at the podium is not the one speaking. I believe it's this person. I'm not sure if my mouse is showing, but this person behind, the courtroom stands. But this person at the podium is not the one speaking, by the way. A sausage teaching something. Better grab the scent markers and constitutional paper. Sorry to hear you're not feeling well, Tani. I hope you feel better soon.
Well, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
I can, yeah.
All right.
It's not as sophisticated as my hearing aids, but I can hear you this time.
All right.
All right, I just want to be clear that when I was here for the arraignment, first off, I never had a first appearance. Within 24 hours, I was incarcerated for 13 days without a.
All right, my logo was hiding it, but it's this person way in the back here that I believe is talking. Just so we're all clear.
First appearance, bond was set.
And that's true because you wouldn't sign the documents at the jail. Until you sign documents at the jail, you don't.
Where is that written that you have to sign anything? Because I couldn't find it. It just simply says within 24 hours, I would go before a judge. I had
You weren't properly booked, so that's the way that was, but I'm not gonna argue with that point, but go ahead.
Okay, well, I just want to get it on the record that I am here on a special appearance and I'm just the authorized representative for this birth certificate. It has been federally authenticated if you want to take a look at it. It has been certified by the state and federally authenticated. I am the owner of this SQQB.
You can tell she's clearly watched a lot of sovereign citizen videos. Like, really, I'm here by special appearance. All this word salad is irrelevant. Like, just because you know how to read a script that's meaningless, by the way, doesn't make you a legal expert. Hey, Bieber, good to see you. Hey, Chelsea, good to see you as well. Hope you all are doing well today.
Do you understand what that means?
Not a clue.
Really? Okay. It means that I'm not in your jurisdiction. I
Oh,
stand on
boy.
the land and soil. I'm under the public law,
Okay.
and I have a right to pass through service.
All right, so I take it you're representing yourself today?
No, I am presenting myself.
Okay. So you're not gonna enter a plea today or work out negotiations or anything?
I'm not making any plea whatsoever. I have not consented to contract with this court in any way.
Okay.
Your consent is neither asked for or required. It doesn't matter at all whether or not you freaking consent.
I'm an American state national. I'm not a sovereign citizen. That was a hate crime under which
Yes,
I
you
was
are.
arrested, and the arresting officer has since quit his job with the Jasper Police Department.
All right, well, state we can,
I have a file here that I have one prepared for both the prosecutor and for you, Judge, if you'd like to take a look and go along with me on what I'd like to bring before the court. My goal is that this case get dismissed with prejudice before I walk out today.
well, that's not gonna happen, but we'll take a look at those files.
Okay, they're the same one for each of you.
We'll take them under review for you. Give me
Okay,
one. Give Miss Tiffany one, she can take back and look it over. All right, well, here's what we're gonna do today. I'll look this over for you. I'll look
Okay,
this over.
this file is not completed. Let me explain. All the highlighted areas, I met with the clerk of court, Greg Godwin. And the areas that were in yellow here, I expected that he would be able to provide the information for me to complete these documents. I am not able to mail them until I can get them completed. He suggested that I talk with, is it John Durham, or who is it, Durant? Am I getting that correct, Tabitha?
That's Mr. Durrett, the state attorney.
Durant, okay.
Mhm.
He suggested I should talk with him as far as getting this information completed. He said he wasn't able to complete the information. Otherwise I can hire somebody to get this information for me. So if this case is not gonna be submitted, but the first letter in here is a fair notice and warning letter. And it speaks to what the issues are here. First off, it was a false arrest because I do have a right to travel. No,
Should have guessed this is over a traffic stop. Should have freaking guessed. Yeah, you can travel all right, but when you're sitting in the driver's seat of a motor vehicle, there is no such gear as travel. There's driving, not neutral, and reverse. Like, I have never seen a car that has the gear travel. I'm just saying.
and then also there is no contract. The application for a driver's license does not tell anybody that you are trading a God-given right for a privilege.
Exactly, Binary. Did she just entered her documents in as evidence? She just consented jurisdiction. Exactly, and that's what these soft-sits don't understand. Like, why are you handing over documents if you believe the court has no jurisdiction? See, their way of thinking is so delusional. I've seen this already. This lady lives in the land of make-believe. Oh, yeah, I agree with you. And we're only a few minutes into this, and I already agree with you with that one, Edward. This lady will talk forever and say nothing.
There is no victim in this crime because I have a right to face an accuser. And there's nobody here that was harmed. Deprivation of due process, Your Honor, you denied me a first appearance. And I have not heard the charges because I am hard of hearing. I brought that to the attention of the court at the arraignment. And your comment was simply, I'm talking as loud as I can. Well, that doesn't do any good for somebody who has a disability. And you have a responsibility to me under the Americans with Disabilities Act. And so I have issues with that. So up until, I still haven't really heard the charges. You know, when it started out, I was slammed with 7 felony charges. had a violation of my Fourth Amendment rights because they did a search and seizure of my vehicle. They tossed my car completely. He claimed he found the phone in my car. He didn't. He took it out of my hand after shoving my arm. That was assault and battery. And then when I got into the police vehicle, my keys were in my pocket. He took them out of my pocket. All right, that again is assault and battery, and also could be considered rape.
Take care, Sir Zeus. Thanks for stopping by, my friend.
London did not act for 8 days. He allowed me to sit in jail for 8 days with felony charges hanging over my head, of which you put a $38,000 bond on me without my participation. Again, that was a violation or deprivation of due process. The felony charges were bogus. I'm an international notarial witness for the United States of America, unincorporated. I had those, driver's license on my phone and birth certificates because I do remote notarization for people. I had a right to have that. I had it by permission of the people that sent it to me. The prosecutor, Dana Brady Giddens, she failed to act for 6 days. After, on July 1st, Travis transferred it from the felony side over to misdemeanors. She sat on it for 6 days. I sat in jail for 13 days, not even knowing what was going on. And it wasn't until after I got out of jail and I called her, and while I was on the phone, she goes, "Oh, here it is." She asked me what my name was, and she goes, "Oh, here it is," and she opened it while I was on the phone. So Travis sat on it for 7 days. Whatever happened to due process? Don't they have a responsibility to act timely? Because I know I do. All right. I was kidnapped.
No, you weren't kidnapped. And you're complaining about how long it took when, really speaking, 14 days really isn't that long. So, sovereign citizens. And if you didn't break the law, you wouldn't have gone to jail in the first place.
I was kidnapped and taken to a prisoner of war camp. I had no choice in this, and I'm an American. I'm an American state citizen. I stand above this court. I stand above this for-profit corporation.
No, you do not. Just because you read some fancy script does not make you above the law.
First time that I saw you, sir, was 44 days after my arrest. And again, my Americans with Disability Act rights were violated, in that you made no accommodation at all for my not being able to hear you. So as far as I know, I never did put in a plea. I have not pled in any way whatsoever. I have not consented. I have signed absolutely nothing. I signed no citations. I have had communication with Tabitha and Dana. We have been writing back and forth on our 72 rule of response, and I can't get answers out of them. They keep telling, I ask for documentation, and all I get is no documents responsive, no documents responsive, over and over again. I asked her for her oath of office on Florida letterhead, nothing. I get a scrap of paper. I asked her for a signed contract on my side, I get a citation that's not signed. The citation wasn't even signed by the arresting officer, it's by somebody else, and it has comments in it that says I said something, and I would appreciate eye contact, sir.
I really wish we saw the video that led up to her arrest, because I'm sure she tried all this nonsense during her police interaction, and I wonder how long it took the officers to arrest her.
I don't appreciate being ignored by the court. So anyway, I didn't sign anything. I have not contracted with this court. I haven't contracted
You don't need
at all.
a contract.
Why? Because I don't need to. I'm not under these statutes, rules, regulations, codes, ordinances, Band-Aids, and all the rest. I tried to explain that to the public defender here that you assigned to talk to me. And basically everything out of his mouth came out right out of this hate crime document called Law Enforcement Guide to Sovereign Citizens. I'm not a Moor. I'm not a Waukesha Nation. I'm an American state citizen.
Okay.
To call somebody a sovereign citizen is slander. To put it in writing is libel. Sovereign is a king, somebody who is governing, self-governing. Citizen is somebody who works for another. It's an oxymoron. It's not even real.
Funny, yet it was sovereign citizens all of you people who came up with that phrase in the first place. There are sovereign citizens who literally call themselves sovereign citizens. They proudly call themselves sovereign citizens.
And yet law enforcement wants to act on that kind of foolishness. Even the public defender here believes in it. I'm a private living woman. My responsibility is to balance the accounts of the public, the public all caps name, and to keep the public charitable trust in balance. Roosevelt put us on an all debit system, and these credits have been stolen from the people. And all I'm trying to do is my responsibility here. So I'm planning to subrogate this. If you look at the second document, or maybe you already have, and you've seen the list of people I will send it to. Governor DeSantis has been involved in my case. I have a letter here that was sent to him. If you would like to see that, let's see, maybe it's in one of the other files. Anyway.
Also, did she just say the governor was involved in this case? Well, I'm sure that's not true, because the governor has a lot more important things to do than to deal with her nonsense. Hey, Jack Gunner, her husband passed away. Oh, what a lucky man he is. It's true. Just going through the chat. He probably died of boredom.
He has been involved in this as well, because he is also part of the problem here, in that he is not assisting the Americans within this state to be safe from the harm that is being caused by this system, by the law enforcement officers and deputies who are not educated as to who we are.
Exactly, Liz.
I had sat down, I had noticed both the police chief and the sheriff on 2 different occasions. They have my fee schedule as to what I'll be charging when this is all over, and I have to come back and have my rights restored and my property restored. My car was towed from in front of the police station. That's where I was when all this happened. I was in talking to Chief Rickerson. I went in and I noticed both the chief and the sheriff, the clerk of court, and the property appraiser when I got here back in March, that I was an American state citizen and I'm not a U.S. citizen. They were both noticed. They've both been noticed twice. And along with that was the fee schedule of what I charge when my rights are violated. I was talking with the police chief for the 4th time. We have sat down and had 4 conversations on how we educate the officers to know the difference so people are not harmed on the side of.
You're not educating anyone. You're just spewing complete nonsense so that it fits your narrative to try and get out of traffic tickets. It's not education. The people who go around claiming that this is education are just providing misinformation and probably causing trouble to other unknowingly people. It's not education. It's nonsense. Hey, Barbie, good to see you. What's she drinking? I want to see God too. Oh, just so much nonsense. It's not education, though.
Of the road. I wasn't even on the side of the road. I was parked in front of the police station when all this went down. I wasn't even in my car. This officer got in my face back in April, and he stood there. I was meeting with the police chief, Chief Rickerson. At that time, he was an interim police chief. And this officer barged into our discussion.
Is resisting a felony? In most states, I believe that it is. I think.
And got in my face and started spitting on me with his saliva. He was like this close to me, yelling at me, telling me, I'm a police officer for 25 years and I've dealt with plenty of people like you. And he went on and on and on, okay? No, he hasn't dealt with anybody like me because I know my rights and I've studied this.
I know my rights, says someone who completely and undoubtedly doesn't know their rights at all. And yeah, the officer probably never dealt with anyone like you before, because you probably should be locked up for your own safety in a padded cell, in my opinion.
Why? Because you could not get through the 2020 election and not know that there's something seriously wrong with this country.
Oh boy, here we
And I have
go.
seen this coming for many, many years. I studied it with my husband. My husband passed back in 2010. In July of 2016, I read an article that the Pope had relinquished our Social Security accounts to the US Treasury, and I knew something had changed, something was up, and I went looking. And when I went looking, I found at least 20 organizations trying to help people come out of slavery, come out of this US citizen slavery. You're a slave to the British Crown, which is the administrative arm, to the Pope, which is the financial arm, and to Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, which is the military arm of the one world government. Well, I don't go with that because I serve a king. I serve the Almighty King. That is who I am. I am a child of the King. I'm not.
Also, why is the judge just letting her ramble on incoherently like this? Like, everything she's saying right now has nothing to do with her case. She's just rambling at this point.
A U.S. citizen. I'm a child of the King, and I have rights that were given to me, sovereign rights given to me by my Creator. And I live by the Bible. I don't live by any kind of religion, sir. I read the Bible cover to cover, and I do what it says. And when it says that there are 2 commandments in the New Testament that Jesus, or Yeshua, I prefer to call him by his Hebrew name, the 2 commandments, to love God above all things and to love your neighbor as yourself, I live by that. But that's a summary of the 10 commandments that are in the Old Testament, Exodus 20. And the first 5 commandments are how you love your Creator. And the second 5 commandments is how you love your neighbor. And I live by that, sir. And this officer had to break several of those commandments to put me into this system. He had to lie, and he had to steal my property. And if this is the system that this government or this for-profit corporation is trying to force on the people, then you guys should all be ashamed of yourself. I am asking, I know I'm not asking, I am demanding. See, a sovereign does not motion the court. A sovereign demands. I am demanding that this case be dismissed with prejudice.
Guarantee that's not happening, and who the hell do you think you are to demand anything? Just because you're sovereign and you think you're above everyone else. You lady, you need a reality check.
Because I'm going down for the count. I'll take whatever punishment you give me. And I think my 13 days in jail without signing anything, just for comfort, should give you an idea of the fact that I finish when I start. I went into that jail, Your Honor. I was quite a surprise. I wasn't prepared for it. If it hadn't been that I took a couple in who were homeless, I probably would have ended up going home to a dead dog in a house full of crap. But that gentleman, the people that I took in who were homeless, called my girlfriend and said she didn't come home last night. Well, my girlfriend knew that I was on my way to the post office in Live Oak, and she knew I was going to stop by and talk to the sheriff. So first call she made was to the Suwannee County Jail. Second call was to the Hamilton County Jail, and she found me. I was sitting in jail. I've never been in trouble with the law before. Do you know what it's like for a 73-year-old woman to have to stand there and take her underwear off and stand in front of somebody else? That was so humiliating. You want to talk about rights? Let's just talk about basic humanity here. Okay. And I was given an orange swimsuit. I don't look good in orange at all.
It's jail. What the hell do you expect? It's not like you're going to a luxury hotel. Jail is not supposed to be fun.
I have to bring some humor so I can stop crying. I wore that jumpsuit in my underwear for 13 straight days because I wouldn't sign your paperwork, because I would not come in contract with this corporation, this for-profit corporation. You're not a government, let's be honest. Because I wouldn't come in contract with you, I suffered extremely. I was 3 days in a row, I asked for a sweatshirt. I was freezing. You got a swamp cooler in that jail. It's loud and it's cold. And every guard was wearing a jacket, and every inmate had a sweatshirt except for me.
3 days, I asked for a sweatshirt. On the 4th day, when I asked, the guard said, you don't sign out paperwork, you don't get nothing. Yeah, that's real sweet. There's a camera right above the toilet. Yeah, that's real sweet. You're sleeping on a steel bed. When I went and signed their paperwork, they gave me a mattress where the fabric was touching fabric. I have a
Now, I think it's funny how she's complaining about jail. Like, and it's like I just said a few minutes ago, jail is not supposed to be fun. Like, yeah, you're in jail. You have your freedom taken away. It's not supposed to be fun. You're not going to a luxury hotel. So, like, what did she think jail was? Like, I really want to know what her definition of jail is. It's kind of hilarious, actually. She parrots all this sovereign citizen stuff and lives in the land of make believe, but then when reality checks in and she's in jail, this sovereign citizen stuff is no longer fun. Funny how that works, right? Exactly, it's a punishment. Wow, they don't give you memory foam? Just going through the chat. Do they pay taxes? That's their contract. She should have thought about that before she pulled that sovereign citizen crap. I agree. I demand to speak to the manager of the jail. I demanded to speak to the manager of the jail 5 times, but they never let me. I wonder if she demanded fuzzy cups. I mean, fuzzy torture device. Torture cups.
9-inch spread, thumb to little finger. And I can tell you that the padding of that mattress lay within a lump, 12 inches by 30 inches. The very first day in holding, I had a bruise on my tailbone sitting on a steel bed. You know, I'm used to a mattress and I have a memory foam topper on top of it. I like it sweet. I went without drinking water for 13 days. I drink on average almost a gallon a day. My dog and I consume a gallon a day. You get coffee in the morning, you get Kool-Aid for lunch and dinner, and you get absolutely no water. And the only water coming out of the faucet in the bathroom is hot water. Okay, this is inhumane. I was tortured for my faith. Why would I say that? Because according to Revelation 18:4, it says, come out of her, my people. I am one of his people. And that Revelation 18 is all about Babylon. And yes, I did the paperwork to come out of this Babylonian system. Matthew 6:24 says, I can't serve 2 masters. Well, who gets the taxes? Who gets the first tithe? The government grabs it right out of your paycheck.
Oh yeah,
You don't have a
definitely
choice.
entitled for
Steals it right
sure.
from God. We don't get to give God our first fruits. I don't know what your faith is, but that's my faith. I serve the mighty Creator. It was very boring in there, and they had some books, and I was reading on average.
Really, jail was very boring. Like, you're not supposed to be entertained. Like, this lady, I agree, Royals. Please, someone give this lady a reality check.
400-page novels every single day, but on the 5th day, the guards came in and took all the books out, so I had nothing I could read. And then the girls gave me some paper. I had 3 sheets of paper. I started writing and writing and writing, front and back, as small as I could. And when I ran out of those 3 sheets of paper, the girls in the cell on the other side started giving me paper. Why? Because I befriended them. We talked about our Savior. We talked about why we were there. I wasn't preaching, I don't preach, but I shared with them that, you know, they got themselves in trouble. And the first thing they need to do is straighten out their lives and get right with their Creator. Because if they can do that, the rest will fall in place. And that's what I spent those 13 days doing. Trying to be a big sis or a mom to those other girls who have lost their way along the way. 5 of the girls in that prison or jail recommitted their lives to God while I was there. And
I'm very happy for
Hey,
him, and I
Knight
continue
Rider,
to pray
good to
for him.
see
I want
you.
you to know, sir, that I pray for you also. I pray for every one of you, because I pray that the Father will take the veil off your eyes so you can see what's really going on here. I don't know what you know. I have no idea what you know, but I know exactly how it works, and I know about the security bond, and I know how you have hit my SQQB trust. And that's what this subrogation is of that bond. Because I'll be filling out all the IRS forms. If this case is not dismissed with prejudice today, or I'll give you 3 days as it says in the document. If it's not dismissed with prejudice, then what I plan to do is fill out these IRS forms and make sure that the account that I am responsible for, I, the private woman, is responsible for the accounting of the public woman, or the all caps name that y'all have fraudulently created. And I mean, when I say y'all, take it professionally. You obviously weren't there when I was born. But anyway, the point is, sir, that I do feel the responsibility now that I understand how all of this works, that it's my job to apply those credits to the debit.
Exactly, so she plans to get herself charged with tax fraud. Like seriously, what is she thinking here? Oh, that's right. She's not thinking at all. So freaking delusional. You know, yeah, you try that and you're just gonna get additional charges, so then you'll really be staying there in jail for a long time. She auditioned for the MyPillow.com commercial. Really sounds like it. The way she was complaining about jail, the beds aren't comfortable, nothing was comfortable. Like, oh, so much delusion in this one. I knew based off the title this was going to be something, but I didn't expect it to be this.
It's my job to make sure that those funds are not taken multiple times or above and beyond what's necessary. And so that's what this subrogation document is all about. I want you to pay attention, sir, to the list on this document of the people that the distribution list. You see, I have notified the state's attorney. I came out of the system back in April of 2018. And when I moved to Hamilton, I was in Jacksonville at the time. When I moved to Hamilton, I redid my paperwork. So on the public record in this county, I have 2 filings with all my paperwork showing that I am an American, I'm not a US citizen. I have an act of expatriation, I have a deed of reconveyance, I have a cancellation of all power of attorney, I have an assumed names that gives me a copyright and a registration on all of my names.
Okay,
You
Mr.
can't
Chair.
make money on my names. And then when you'll notice on this list here,
Yeah.
the state's attorney the state's attorney, the attorney general, were all notified back in 2018 I'm American. Why they didn't notify y'all, I don't know. But why I'm being persecuted, I don't appreciate.
Okay,
On this list here, because you have deprived me of my rights, I have also included the Judicial Qualification Commission as well as others. So I yield.
okay. Well, I appreciate your commenting. So what we'll do is, what I'm gonna do right now is continue to October 18th, see what's,
I can't do that, sir. I will be at the Feast of Tabernacles from the 1st of Tishri, which is September 26th until, let me think, what is it, 9 plus 8, 18, around the 20th of October is the Feast of Sukkot, Feast of Tabernacles. I'll be out of town for that, celebrating
What
with
about
about 300 believers.
what about November 15th?
Well, I mean, I don't plan to attend any more trials here. This is my last one.
Okay,
I'm hoping that you will do the right thing here and that the state's attorney will do that.
So she basically just said that she doesn't plan on coming back to court. So then the judge should really just say okay, and then when she refuses to show back up for court at a later date, just issue a warrant for her arrest.
Apathy here, she has not proven jurisdiction. Once I
here's what we're gonna do.
consent,
Your
it is her
case is,
job to prove jurisdiction.
your case is continued to November 15th. We're gonna take everything you said under consideration.
Okay,
I'll look at your papers. State attorney will look at them. And, on or before November 15th, we'll come to some conclusion. How about
I
that?
hope to get a letter from you. I will continue to get the information here. Is it direct, did you say?
Mr. Direct.
I will, I'll get in touch with him. Greg was telling me, and I know Greg personally, Greg was telling me that, all he does is provide you with a court case number. Somebody is creating a security on this. That's who I need to talk to. So if you know, or you can find out, those highlighted areas in these documents, as soon as I can get that information and fill it in, then the formal documents will be sent. I hope to hear from you before that, Tabitha.
Ma'am, I do not know who creates the security.
Okay, Ms. Lucille, I appreciate your comments and everything, and have a good, wherever you're going in October, wherever that is.
Feast of Tabernacles, it's
Yeah,
in
feast.
Leviticus 23.
Okay.
I'd also like to mention, if you have any influence at all with the sheriff, ask him to go into that jail and find out what's really going on. It's deplorable.
Okay,
It's a disgrace.
I'll mention it to
And once again, jail is not supposed to be pleasant.
Thank you.
I will. All right, well, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right,
Just quiet now.
yeah.
All right, so that's that for that video. Boy, what a delusional softset. Really, the best part about that for me was her complaining about the conditions of jail, that they didn't have a memory foam mattress. Like, what the hell does she expect? Yeah, I'm not sure what she meant by that. What does creating a security mean? I am not sure. I'll probably be doing a normal video about that some point down the line. Hey, Jessica, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Just going through the chat, seeing if I missed anything. All right. The municipal budgets have all been spent on privacy barriers for auditors. Can't afford memory foam in jail. So this next video that I have lined up is a sovereign citizen that we've seen on the channel before. You guys may have already seen this video. Vandalion recently did a video on it, but this delusional sovereign citizen gets arrested during a traffic stop. And of course, the title of this video is More Corrupt Sheriffs Hiding Under the Color of Law Forcibly Arrest, Assault, and Kidnap Sovereign Traveler. See, this sovereign citizen, unlike the one we just watched, he calls himself a sovereign citizen. And he makes it clear that he's a sovereign citizen. See, so you have one softset saying that we're not sovereign citizens, and then the other one is saying, yeah, I'm a softset. They can't even make up their minds.
Is there a reason you need to be lighting me up with your lights, sir? Is there a reason you're rolling up on me, harassing me as usual?
So you're parked in the middle of the street, and your vehicle doesn't have a license plate on it, my man.
That has nothing. Is that a crime?
Yes, it is.
No, it is not a crime.
Violation of 5200 of the California.
No, it is not a crime.
Hey, my man, don't reach in the car, my man. Just come back here. Is your vehicle registered? You have a plate for it?
I'm not answering any questions. I have not committed any crime. Where's the victim?
Listen.
You're not going to roll up on me. No, you listen. You're not going to roll up on me and harass me.
You're going to stop talking to me like, let's reset. I'm asking you about the plates for your car because
You don't need to have any. You have no jurisdiction over me, nor my private automobile, and nor what.
All right, if the police have no jurisdiction over you, then why the hell did you stop for them? Like, seriously, I want to hear what their argument is about that, because every time they always say, you don't have any jurisdiction over me, then why the hell did you stop? If you truly believed that they had no jurisdiction, you would just keep traveling. Seriously. Like, really?
Bro,
There's no crime committed. You're not going to roll up on me and start inspecting my vehicle. Step away from my vehicle. Step away from my automobile. This is my private automobile, my private property.
Yeah, and it's parked on the public roadway blocking.
Take care,
I'm not blocking
Binary.
anyone.
Thanks
It's
for
where's
coming by,
someone
my
blocking?
friend.
There's no one back
You're
there.
blocking the lane of traffic.
What's your name and badge number? Identify.
It's Deputy Chappelle, 5426.
Chappelle, 5426.
What is your name, my man?
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Hey, sir,
I'm no threat to you. I'm no threat to anyone, and I am no combatant. You have no right to search my vehicle, make any cursory inspections. I consent to absolutely zero inspections. I'm zero threat to you. I'm not gonna make any moves toward you. You're gonna just not inspect my vehicle, my automobile.
Okay.
I'm here minding my business. I have every right to do so.
Look, sir, if you want to be uncooperative, I will place handcuffs on
No,
you.
you will not arrest me and place me under any. You will not falsely arrest me and falsely accuse me of any crime. I have not committed any crime.
Take your hands out of your
I'm
pocket.
not reaching for nothing. I'm putting something in my pocket.
Keep your hands out of your pocket.
God bless you. Now, step back in the light where I can be seen.
You're gonna stand right here.
No, I'm not. You have no authority over me, sir. You're not gonna just come over here and bully me.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Nothing's going on. There's nothing wrong here.
You're not gonna keep yelling at me.
I'm not gonna keep yelling at you. Then I'll speak with you, but you're not gonna come over here
really
and
ridiculous, right?
no, you're coming over here gaslighting me.
No, we're not.
You guys know exactly who I am. I'm Logan Chase Morton. You are not gonna do. You're not gonna run no games on me. Yeah.
What I need you to do is I need you to relax and calm down.
I'm perfectly fine. Y'all can go about your business. There's no crime committed here.
I just explained to you why we're here.
There's no crime committed. Period. Period. Period.
The alternative title for this video should be How to Get Yourself Arrested. Like, seriously, why do sovereign citizens, they always think that they are above everyone, they can do whatever they want, and they can't get in any trouble. They really do need reality checks because they are delusional and reality often catches up with them. And when reality catches up with them, they don't like it because then they travel to jail. A prime example of arrogance, of ignorance. I don't think gaslighting means what he think it does. Exactly. Yeah, he's just using words that he's heard online, like, and he's trying to make sentences out of them.
No, you have no right to. That is my property. You have no right to intrude. And
it may be your property, but your property is on a freaking public roadway. So therefore, you have to obey by the laws of whatever state you're in. And if you disagree so much with that, why don't you go somewhere else, build your own roadways, and you can do whatever you want? Like, serious, like, that's a perfect solution. Go somewhere, can build all your own roadways, and do what you want with them. But when you're on a public roadway in the United States of America, or any country for that matter, you have to obey the law, whether you like it or not.
And encroach upon my rights. Exactly. You're not going to. Then you're not.
Hey,
going
Mark.
to
Good to see
my
you.
rights. I have no obligation to speak to you. Call your supervisor.
No, that's not how it works.
Yes, it is. No, I'm not under your authority, sir.
Okay,
I'm under the authority of God. You understand that? I'm under the authority of God Almighty. My name is Logan Morton.
Turn around, Logan. Put your hands.
Don't touch me. Do not touch me.
My man.
Do not touch me. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off me. Call somebody. Hey, you can't. You have no right to touch me. Get your hands off. Here, get my phone. Give it.
I'll get it right there.
No, you guys are trying to violate every right of mine. Get your hands off of me.
All right, that was part 1. There is a part 2. Let me bring that up. We're only going to watch a few minutes of this one because most of it is dead air.
You have no right to do anything to me. You have no right to do anything. I've not committed any crime. You guys know this.
You are on the road with no license.
You guys know this. I'm zero threat.
Did we ever say you're a threat?
You're putting your handcuffs like I'm in the garage.
We are detaining you because the
You have no
way
right
you
to
were trying to
detain me.
walk around.
You close my hood.
Okay, you have no plates on your vehicle.
That has nothing. Zero concern of it. I have zero obligation to just enter my wrist. I'm gonna sue the absolute shit out of you. What is your name and badge number?
I already gave it to you.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Then identify again because you did not. And this thing is tight as hell. It's cutting into my wrist. You have injured me. You have just injured me. That's not right. I do not consent to any searches to see. Get away from me.
To make sure you have no guns or
Your consent isn't required.
We can talk right here. You are not placing me in the car. I'm standing right here, and we can talk all day.
I like how he thinks he's in control. You're not placing me in the car. You're not taking me to jail. Well, that's where you're wrong, Sopsit, because you will be traveling to jail.
Because I haven't committed a single crime. Call your supervisor.
He's actually right here.
Good. I'm right. No, I have no obligation to move anywhere. I've not committed a single crime. You just injured my wrist. You committed assault and battery. You placed me under false detainment because you are violating my rights. Yes, you absolutely are. I'm standing here minding my business. These people come up on me, knowing exactly who I am.
I'm not in this.
What you're doing.
Oh, you don't know him? No, you could be here.
Take
Yeah,
these
totally
cuffs
fine to
off.
report
You have
if
not
he was
committed a
asking.
single
You know him?
crime. Yes, it is. You're not going to just come up here and take me to jail.
You have no right or jurisdiction. I'm special. Yes, Sopsit. You are short. You are on the short bus special. Yes, if you are enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button. It just helps out the channel, helps YouTube recommend my videos out to more people, so be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. I love how Sopsits use God as an excuse to not follow the law. It's ridiculous. Yes, indeed it is. Like, they always talk about God's law, but like, really, I'm pretty sure it says somewhere in the Bible to obey authority. I'm just saying, I'm not 100% sure, but just checking through the chat. All right, looks like we're caught up on the chat. Mental illness and narcissistic personality disorder. I agree with that, for sure. Especially, with this guy. Although that could also apply to pretty much every sovereign citizen.
For
You can pretend like I'm
zero
not here
reason
or
like you
you're
do all the time, all day. Car, what do you think you're doing? Go to the car for what? Who are you? Who are you? You are not God Almighty.
And there he goes, traveling to jail.
I didn't commit a crime. I have every right to defend myself. I have every right to defend myself with self-defense. No, you're not supposed to do this. No, I'm not. You're going to take me out and kill me somewhere now? What time is it? You go in my car? I'm not asking you what the hour was. I am not asking you to show. Leave me alone. De-escalate.
I love how he's telling the officers to de-escalate, yet he's screaming at them he's acting like an animal almost. This entire time he's been yelling and screaming at the officers, yet he's telling them to de-escalate.
Are you with him? Or are you just filming?
He's with them. He is with them.
I think that pretty much does it. It's just dead air, I think, for the rest of the video.
The keys to the car?
Oh yeah, and they ask him if he wants the car, but he refuses to answer, so they just tow it. So yeah, that's basically going to do it for that video. The rest is just dead air. Take care, Beaver. Hope to see you again later. Have a great day, my friend. So let's bring up our next video. Let's see if I can find it. All right, here we go. So in this not a sovereign citizen video, I'm sorry. This is a First Amendment auditor who decides to go and harass a police department because he has nothing better to do because he is jobless. At least that's my opinion, at least. So let's bring up this video. I've seen this one before, but I saw it a few weeks ago, and if I remember correctly, this guy is really obnoxious.
Oh, we got a little huddle here.
So while you were out walking your dog, you decided to stop by the police station to harass police officers because you're desperate for content on YouTube.
Car 2016, car 1732, car 1514, car 1448.
Welcome back, my
What's going on? We got a
friend.
huddle going? Don't worry about it? All right, I'm going to need your name and badge.
Exactly. No, you do not need her name and badge number. They are doing police work. It's none of your freaking business.
Badge number. What side would you like me to approach? In the middle here or on this side? Thank you for having an American flag on your uniform. I appreciate
You're very welcome,
that.
sir. So what can I do you
What's
for?
your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Virginia with the Alexandria Police Department.
Okay. What's your badge number?
2612.
Okay, great. And what don't I need to worry about?
This is police.
And there we go, collecting those names and badge numbers as if they were Pokemon cards. Like, I want to know what they do with all these names and badge numbers. Like, do they collect them and put them up on a wall somewhere, or like seriously? They do not need to identify since you initiated contact, and they can do it out of courtesy. Exactly. They don't need to identify in this situation.
Business right now. You don't need to worry about what's going on. It doesn't involve you.
Okay, well, I'm seeing 4 cars in my neighborhood.
Okay.
You think it's professional to say don't worry about it, or you think it's professional to say we have an...
I see 4 cars here in my neighborhood. You're in a freaking police parking lot. Of course you're going to see police cars in a freaking police parking lot. Holy crap. Like, are frauditors this stupid? Oh my god.
incident, or we're just catching up on reports. It wasn't very professional to say don't worry about it. It was very dismissive.
Because it's a police.
All right, can I get your name and badge number?
Sure. Sergeant Cunha, badge number 2257.
Are you her supervisor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'm done with you. So I approached her. I just said, hey, what's going on? I'm filming. She says, don't worry about it. And I asked her for her name and badge number. Then there's this whole, all on camera, super slow, moving, take my time. It's all a show of disrespect. Is it respectful when a citizen in their neighborhood is concerned about 4 police cars asking, and she says, don't worry about it?
I really find it hilarious. He's complaining about there being 4 police cars. Right, he's there at a parking lot in what looks like to be a police station. No, Mark, they just try to exert authority over the police. Yeah, they try, but they always fail miserably. They use them to file frivolous complaints and lawsuits. That too, and all those lawsuits get tossed out very quickly. Just going through the chat. All right.
Is that professional behavior?
Well, what is the initial concern as far as...
I live in this neighborhood. I see 4 police vehicles huddled over here.
Okay.
I come over. I'm wondering if is there a public safety concern? Has there been a theft? Has there been
Does he not understand? And he even says it now in his title that I'm looking at his title. Illegal arrest Alexandria Police Department. So he knows that he's at a police department. Like, and exactly, they video themselves and then not only take video, then they upload it online for the world to see. Like, these are not the brightest people, that's for sure. If there were only 3 cars, he would have been cool with it, I'm sure. I'm all pissy because I'm an incel who lives in his mom's basement and the female didn't drop to her knees. That's probably what I mean, it's probably true. Like, you know, all of this is to get content for YouTube because they're so desperate for clicks and views because they don't care about our First Amendment rights. All they care about is that check from YouTube and Google every month. That's all they care about. They don't care about the Constitution or anything like that.
Any crime. And so I ask her, and she says, "Don't worry about it. Police business. Don't worry about it." Is that what you said?
Yeah, I told you didn't need to worry about it because you were involved.
Yeah. Did you do it with attitude? Remember, you're on camera. Did you do it with attitude?
It depends on if you believe I have attitude.
I'm asking you. Did you do it with attitude? No, you don't need to protect her. I'm asking you a question.
Are you done with me or not?
I'm not done with you. Did you give it with attitude? You're on camera.
Go back and
So you're protecting her? She
she
mistreated a citizen, and now you're running interference.
I'm also not going to.
Like, really, I really want to know how she mistreated him. Spoiler, she didn't. He just came up to her and started being a complete ass.
Have you belittled her?
I'm belittling her?
You are. So here
I'm belittling her by asking her questions. That's a false narrative.
You said you
now I need your supervisor.
Yep, I noticed that, Kacey.
You said you were done with her, so you were talking to me.
I'm not able to change my mind.
Okay. What do you need, sir? How can I help you?
She's disrespectful.
Okay.
And you're backing her up.
I will talk to her about it, and we can move on from this.
Okay, I'd like an incident number because I'm going to follow up with you.
You're not going to get an incident number. There's nothing.
I'd like your supervisor, please. I'll make time for you.
Okay.
I'll make time for you. Supervisor, can I get your name and badge number, please?
Alkane 2643.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You?
Regan 2666.
Thank you. Are you guys new on the force?
I'm not new, sir.
Okay. Don't learn from these guys.
You know, he wants a supervisor, right? So if I'm the cop, I would arrest him and tell him, well, you can talk to the supervisor when you get to jail because you're under arrest for harassment. That would be my answer to this auditor. This guy is delusional. Why harass people like this? Simply because he needs clicks and views for YouTube. That's my best guess with 99% of these auditors. He graduated from frauditor to Karen. And, you know, I think they're all starting to become almost the same. A Sobsid turns into a frauditor, then a frauditor turns into a Karen. It's kind of like a cycle, kind of like.
Are you getting a supervisor?
I am a supervisor.
Okay, I'm asking for your supervisor because you're not handling it appropriately.
I'm not handling what appropriately.
You're creating a false narrative that I'm belittling her. It's all on camera.
I know it is.
She is the one that initiated with the poor attitude. Now I'm asking her about that poor attitude.
And lying as usual.
Correct.
Right. This is a solid brick building that we can park backed up and be safe to make sure that there's no one going to attack us from behind.
Oh, it's police safety.
Hold on.
Police safety?
I wasn't done.
Okay.
This is also one of the highest calls for service neighborhoods that we have in the city. That's why you see 4 of us. The other.
All right, so maybe this isn't at a police department, but still, it's a public. It's a freaking public parking lot, so the officers can park there if they want to.
The reason is they all work for me. We were having a meeting before we got flagged down, and another citizen said there was a situation going on.
Okay.
She was doing a report that she was doing once we walked away.
That's all fine.
Okay.
That's all.
So
That's all reasonable.
okay.
What's unreasonable is her attitude. Police business, none of your business. Thick with attitude. You guys are never going to get out from.
Exactly. It isn't any of your business, though. Like, who's to say that they weren't looking for a suspect or something? Like, it's none of your business what they were doing. You got involved and you initiated yourself into a situation and you provoked an altercation.
Under this if you don't change your attitudes. We're allowed to ask you questions. We're allowed to move unimpeded. You guys are not allowed to give us attitude. You can't just give a normal citizen attitude.
Right, but
you work
I'm
for
also,
us.
I'm also not going to stand here and have you belittle her.
So I just want to be clear here.
one of
Me
my
asking
officers.
her intent by what she said is belittling her.
See, it's very different now, your tone of voice, from when she was standing.
I have it all on video.
I
Sure,
know you do.
sure. People get upset when they're
Right,
spoken
so you're
to
not gonna
disrespectfully.
you're not gonna belittle
She
her in front
initiated
of me.
that. I wasn't belittling her.
Yes, you were. You were belittling her because you hate women and authority. I mean, at least that's what it looks like from this video itself, in my opinion, that you hate women and authority. I am the only one to determine what's my business. How dare her tell me it's none of my business. She is my slave. And that's what they think, though. It's really what they think. Frauditors aren't normal citizens, though. No, they aren't. They are not. And hey, Ziggy, by the way, hope you're doing well. Hey, Enzo the God, good to see you as well. Looks like I'm caught up on the chat.
You can go back to the tone. Was I?
Okay, we can go back
Yeah.
to the tone.
Yeah, but you're not handling this appropriately. Who's your supervisor?
I'm not handling this program. So you tell me how to handle this.
How are you going to correct her behavior?
That's an internal thing.
Okay, see, that's why you're handling it inappropriately. May I see your supervisor, please?
My supervisor's off.
Okay. There's a supervisor. There's a shift commander, correct?
There is.
Okay, why are you?
They aren't required to call a supervisor.
I've asked for a supervisor how many times now?
Do you want to speak to my supervisor?
They
who's off,
are
or
Did
do
I
you
not
want-
enunciate that clearly?
Are you
That
gonna
I
raise
would
it?
like a supervisor. Did
Are
I
you-
say your supervisor?
You did say my supervisor.
Okay. May I have a supervisor?
You're speaking to a supervisor.
Oh my God. See, this is what we deal with.
See, now this is the equivalent of a Karen asking for a manager. I want to speak to your manager. Ma'am, I am the manager. Like seriously, and just you can request a supervisor all you want. Nowhere does it say that they have to call a supervisor. They can out of courtesy, but it's not a requirement. Yes, tell me how to do my job. The Karen's calling card. Exactly, Beaver. They aren't normal anything. I agree with that, Jem. When you are repetitively the only subject of your news, then you are not a professional, independent, or amateur journalist, frauditor. You are just a video biographer, aka clout chasing idiot. Exactly. And none of these people, none of these frauditors are journalists like they say they are. Like, really, and I've said this in the past, I'll say it again. Just because you have a YouTube channel and post YouTube videos does not make you a journalist. But they think that a journalist is anyone with the camera. Like, no, just because I have videos on my channel while I'm streaming right now, that does not make me a journalist.
This round and around, deliberately obtuse. Does anybody on this recording think that I haven't asked for a supervisor clearly?
You asked
No,
for my supervisor.
I'm
my
not.
supervisor is off.
I've since corrected that.
Now you've since corrected that.
Oh, you don't understand the conversation.
You just asked again.
Dude, you
for
are
my
garbage.
supervisor.
You are garbage.
Garbage.
Yes. Why are you behaving this way?
I'm going off of your questions. You asked for a supervisor. I told you I was a supervisor. Then you asked for my supervisor.
That is a good point, Kacey. By frauditor logic, he pays taxes, so he's their boss. Wouldn't that make him the supervisor? Exactly. That is a good point. And if he's their boss, why doesn't he fire this cop? Oh, right. That's right. Because he has no authority.
Supervisor who's off.
I know this tactic, this word game, but on
Okay.
video, you look silly.
Okay.
You look absolutely. I may have said your supervisor, but I quickly
No,
corrected.
you didn't quickly
Yeah,
correct.
I corrected myself.
You want to speak
No,
to the
no,
watch
we've been there
commander?
like 5 times now, right?
You want to speak to the watch commander? No
Yeah, no problem.
problem. 110 Unit 10.
This could all have been avoided if she would have just been polite when I interacted with her.
Yes, sir. Are you available to come out
Garbage.
to the post office?
I'm gonna look at your cars while you're doing that.
And that was really where he starts to become an ass, if I remember correctly. Just watch this, and watch how delusional he is and how he thinks he can do whatever he wants. Owning a cell phone with a camera does not make anyone a journalist. Just like having my driver's license does not make me a Formula One driver. You lose, try again. Exactly, Barbie.
Excuse me. I don't want any.
We have weapons in the
That's fine.
That's
That's fine. I'm totally allowed to be here. You're not, sir. You can't block the camera's view. That's a violation. All right. I'm telling you right now.
Sir, we're giving you a safe distance to stay away from the cruiser, which is perfectly
I
fine
have
for
every
us.
right to be around
I'm
this
telling
cruiser.
I'm telling you, you need to stay a safe distance away. What we determine what the safe distance is what we tell you it is.
Are you
So we're
threatening me with arrest?
No, we're telling
Okay,
you.
then I'm declining. I'm free to move in public. This is a public area.
Well, that is fair, Kacey. I guess he's becoming even more of an ass. Hey, Michael Walters, Mark, I'm trying to catch up. I slept through the first few bits. I got COVID. Sorry to hear that, Michael. I hope you feel better soon. Glad that you're with us, though, and hopefully this brightens up your day a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm telling you.
You're asking me. You're asking me.
No, I am telling you.
Is it a lawful order?
I am telling you.
Is it a lawful
Sir,
order?
Are you going to
Nah,
listen or
I'm
are
not
you going to
doing
keep
that.
interrupting?
Shut up. You give me a lawful order under threat of arrest, I'll be happy to comply, but I'm not going to listen to your emotions.
Please step away from
I'm
the
allowed
vehicle.
to be. See, now,
Step away from the
now
vehicle.
he's creating.
Hey,
We have weapons in the vehicle that you are
1001.
not going to access
Great
to,
to
and you are
see
not
you.
going to film.
I'm allowed to be around your vehicles, buddy. Get used to it. This is the way it's going to be. You understand?
That's fine.
Yeah. And him putting your hand up is a violation.
Sir,
You're obstructing my camera.
I'm telling you to keep a safe distance away from a.
I'm safe. My safety's not your concern.
No,
Yeah, it
my
is.
safety
No, it isn't.
is.
Supreme Court's already ruled on that.
Okay.
Get an education, buddy.
Get an
So-
education. Okay.
Sir, back up.
If you're threatening me with arrest, I'll be happy to back up. But I'm free to move in public. I'm free to record.
Please back away from the vehicle.
Don't create
Back.
unwanted touching.
I'm not touching you.
Okay, you're getting very close to me.
I am not touching you.
You're getting very
Back away
close to
from the
me.
vehicle.
Wouldn't be
You're getting
surprised.
very close to
Wouldn't
me.
be
away from the
You're
surprised at
threatening
all.
me. I can
not.
be near this vehicle.
Back away from
I
the
can
vehicle.
lean against this vehicle. I can hang out against. Sir, now he's pushing me.
Stay
That
away
was
from
good.
the vehicle,
I can
sir.
lean on the vehicle.
I'm telling you, you cannot.
You don't have the authority.
Huh?
You don't have the authority.
So you're going to block.
Threaten me with
possibly-
arrest.
Sir, you're going to block me from possibly leaving the area.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to sit
Get
on
off
your.
of my car.
I'm going to sit on your bumper.
Get off of my car right now. Okay, now you're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
Well, I hope that was worth it.
And your phone's going to be seized as evidence.
And just like that, another First Amendment auditor travels to jail. These frauditors like jail. I'm convinced. They must really like it because they always try to do their best to get arrested. Welcome back, Zerzus. What about his sore shoulder? But yeah, I like throughout that entire encounter, he escalated and kept escalating the situation. Like, really, he decided to sit on one of the officer's cars. Like it's like you're asking at that point to be arrested. It really is. Just going through the chat. Another one bites the dust, exactly. That dog just got the best gift of his life. Indeed. Yeah, and I almost forgot. He had his dog with him, according to the first part of the video. Woof. He lives in a jurisdiction where jails do have memory foam mattresses. See? Of course they like jail. No rat-free food. Yep, 3 meals a day, roof over your head. Must be good because, I mean, they're unemployable. And based on their criminal records, it's very difficult for them to get real jobs. All right, this next video, let me bring up another auditor if I can find it. This is a 2-part video. Not sure if we'll watch all of it. I'm sure there'll be dead air that we have to cut out. As most as I can remember, I've seen highlights of this video. But not sure if I've seen the entire thing. Take care, Barbie. Good to see you, and have a great day. So let me bring up this video. And this video is simply called 75th New York Police Department Precinct. So this frauditor or auditor decides to do this in New York, file a records request, I believe.
Back again, boys, ladies, and gents.
Alright, we're going to skip through to the part where he actually gets to the police station. Because most of these frauditors and soft-sits never learned how to edit their videos.
You know, always got to watch my back over here. So, you guys know, always big love to everyone that's supporting me. Hey, I'll flip the camera to show you all. Listen, always big love to everyone. Love you all. Thank you. Let's get his channel up there. 64 going. Remember, the number's in the channel.
And of course, it sounds like he's e-begging, because why not? Why wouldn't he? Either e-begging for himself or someone else, most likely. Didn't realize how much dead air there was in this clip. Alright, we're finally at the police station, it looks like. Let me just rewind a little bit.
Evaded. '75th, right? Yeah. Perfect.
Evening, sir. Can I help
Good.
you?
How are you? No, I want to get a complaint form. Yeah. Thank you, bro. Coming in with me? Nice. Yeah. What's up? I want to get a complaint form.
Are you recording inside
A lot of
the
cameras
police
on too. Yeah, I want to get a.
Like, really, a complaint form for what? Like, he's just there for content for his channel, because Most likely, he could get a complaint form online, but then he wouldn't have any content to film.
Complaint form, because, you know.
There's no recording in a police facility.
I'm in a lobby right here. This is a lobby.
See the sign right there?
That sign don't mean shit to me, though. That sign don't mean shit. That's not policy. That's policy. That's not law. But I need a complaint form.
Okay, so if you're going to remain recording in here, we're going to have to ask you to leave.
And what if I don't leave? Why?
You're going to be placed under arrest for trespass.
Trespassing in a public lobby?
It's not a public lobby.
This is public. But this is public.
And another genius who doesn't know what the difference is between a private and public. Like, you can be trespassed from a public place as well. They don't realize that. You can definitely be trespassed from a public lobby.
It's
very clear, simple instructions.
Are you serious?
I'm being very serious.
So can I get your business card too? Since you want to threaten to arrest me?
It's not a threat. I'm just letting you know.
You're giving me? Is it a threat of arrest? If I don't leave, it's a threat of arrest then, right?
So please exit the facility if you're going to continue to record, sir.
Wow, but this is a public building.
Continue to record.
This is a public building, so you're gonna arrest me if I don't leave.
Correct, for criminal trespass. Yes, I already said that.
Criminal trespass.
Yes.
You guys are ridiculous, man. You know you're a fucking tyrant. You know that?
Probably.
You are. You are. Yeah, I want that complaint form.
Right,
Hell
so
yeah.
You're going to continue to record. Just wait outside.
I'm gonna continue to record. Definitely, I am.
Just you have to wait outside then. All the
This
way
is
out.
ridiculous. You see this
All the way
shit?
out, and I'll bring the form out for you.
You know I'm gonna forward request that, and you're gonna get a complaint too. Because you know you're violating my rights right now. You know that, right? Yes, you are. Don't touch
I'm
me.
not touching you.
Trust me, you're not gonna touch me,
We're
bro.
going to
Trust
get
me.
the form for you, and you can fill it out.
Wow, you're all gonna trust me. Why?
And you know, the sad thing is he's getting exactly what he wants here. He's getting content for his channel. Hey, Raven Lunatic, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. What they don't understand is that it's publicly accessible, not a public building. Exactly. I don't trust him. He doesn't seem trustworthy. I have been to several police stations to file reports on a stalker, and it was traumatic enough without this baloney. I couldn't even. If I was at a police station for filing a report, and an idiot like this came in, I would probably lose it on the auditor, most likely.
Why you all charging me? Why you all charging me? I want your business card too. You're coming up to me. I'm gonna forward request that too.
Do you want form, yes or no?
I definitely want the
All right,
form
step
now.
outside all the way, please.
But why you gotta violate my rights for what? No, you're good, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not blocking you. I'm gonna stand right here, bro. I'm not going nowhere. Fuck out of here. This guy, look at this clown. Threat of arrest. I'm still gonna stay in the fucking lobby. Fuck them. Yo, thank you everyone that's doing this. Thank you. Sorry, I'm missing the super chats. I'll catch up on the super chats. Yo, this is bullshit, man. Let's call this precinct right now. This guy's gonna try to fucking violate my rights. Like, that's crazy though.
Outside, right? Can you talk about it?
I'm in this
Outside.
lobby. This is a lobby.
Outside.
Why are you pushing me back though?
I didn't even touch you.
But you're like
Is
walking
yours
up in
a
me, like
complaint
very
form?
fucking violent. Don't do that.
Here, fill it out at home and mail it in.
No, I'm gonna fill it out, and yeah, I like to fill it out in here, right
Hey, you
there.
just have to stop recording if you enter.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm doing it for my own
Well,
protection. But
that's
you're
it.
recording for your own
Of
protection,
course,
right?
yes, I'm actually required to record.
Can I get your business card? Cause you're no, you have a business card. Cause you're putting that body camera on. Why you guys violating my rights? I'm a journalist. I'm allowed to record in there.
You can bring it into any police facility in the entire
I know.
city.
Yeah, I know.
Anyone.
I know the rule already.
You can
But
call it in, fax it in, email it in.
Thank
whatever
you.
You'd like to do, all right?
but
But if you enter the facility, you can't record.
why are you following a bullshit sign as policy? That's
Well, I
not
enforce the
law.
laws, and
You
that's one of
enforce
them.
it?
Correct.
That's not a law though.
Yes, it is.
What's the law?
I don't know off the top of my head.
You don't know the law off the top of your
No,
head?
You know what it is off the top of your
Thank you, Robster, for being a member for 4 months. Same old script over and over. Thank you very much for your continued support, my friend. And I still can't believe that you can't highlight these messages on StreamYard. Really wish they would fix that. But anyway, thank you for your continued support.
I know.
What is it?
There's no law. That's the thing.
Oh, is it?
There's no law.
Okay,
No,
so
that's
we can argue
policy.
this?
That's a rule.
So we're blue in the face, but that's what it is.
But
You
what's
come
the
inside, you
law?
can't record.
But
So
all right,
fill it out,
listen,
fill it out.
you're a
Alrighty?
law enforcement, right?
Have a good
What's
night.
the law?
Have a good
Why
night.
can't you tell me the law? You fucking tyrant. You can't tell me the law? Shut the fuck up. I'll do whatever I want.
And something tells me in a few minutes he's going to be under arrest. I just have a feeling.
You fucking tyrant. You don't even know the law. I'm gonna open your door again anyway. I'm gonna stand right here. I want to know the law first.
Thank you, Jack Gunner, for the $5 super sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I need to know the law first. That you arrest me. You threatened to arrest me. I want to know the law. Don't push the door. Don't push the door. I got the door open. No. Yes, I can. So I can stand here and do this then? So I can stand here and do this then, right? I want to know the law first. You got to give me the law. Get your sergeant out here. Okay.
You know, it's funny. They always complain that they want to know about the law. They want to know what the laws are. Yet they have devices that they're recorded on as they speak that they can easily look up with a quick Google search what the law is. Again, he's just doing this, though, for confrontation, for views and clicks to his channel. Hey, Personic, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So don't enforce policy on the sign saying I can't record, but do enforce the name and badge policy, name and badge number policy, and call your supervisor policy. Exactly. If it doesn't fit their if it doesn't fit their narrative, then it's unlawful and it's not policy. You know how it is. Always got to twist it to make it fit their narrative. Hey, JCarr, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, you lieutenant. No, I want you lieutenant. Seriously, you're violating my rights. You're violating my rights.
What, the right to keep the door open?
No, you're violating my rights about recording in the lobby. That's a lobby. Back there is locked off. I can't go back there. You know that.
Go back there, but you're also not allowed to record.
So I can stand at this door and zoom in and out, though. That's okay?
That's not what I told you to do.
But I could do that, though, right?
I didn't say what you can or cannot do.
But I'm doing that, and that's okay, though. But do you get the concept what I'm trying to say, though? I can't go in there, right? Like where he's standing. But if I stand here, I could zoom in, but that's okay.
That is true. They do Google stuff, but cherry pick things that suit their narrative. Exactly. They completely ignore whatever doesn't fit their narrative and pretend that it doesn't exist. They just love twisting it so it works out for them.
That is the sidewalk.
But
This is the inside
but I can
facility.
still see what's going on in
That's
there.
not what I said.
I know what you said,
Inside versus outside. That's all.
but I can still record from outside,
I
inside.
didn't say what you can and cannot record other than the fact
But what's
that
the
you cannot
difference if
record
I was to
while
go in there and fill out my form
I'm saying
inside?
You cannot record while inside this facility.
Yes, I can. You know I can. You still didn't give me the law. Can you give me the
I don't
law?
have to recite the law to you off the top of my
So go find it. I'll wait. Yes, you do. Because you threatened to arrest me. Yes, you did. You
head.
threatened
No,
to. You threatened to arrest me for criminal trespass.
That's what I
You threatened to arrest me for criminal trespass. Yes, you did.
Criminal trespass.
Yes, you did. Yes, you threatened.
Correct.
To,
It
yes,
wasn't a threat. And your actions, if you continue to sue them, would have had consequences.
would have had consequences of what? To arrest me for
Correct.
criminal trespass.
Correct. But then
So-
you chose to stop doing those actions.
So how about you arrest me then? Because I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna.
So now he's basically asking to be arrested. And when you really think about it, he's technically consenting to be arrested.
Really? And then you're gonna get sued for that because you're violating my First Amendment.
While recording, you will be placed under arrest.
So back up and I'll walk inside. Back up. I'm gonna walk inside and film. I'm gonna get arrested tonight. I'm gonna do it. because I'm going to challenge you to this because you know.
I'm gonna get arrested tonight so I can get clicks and views on YouTube so I can pretend that I'm the victim when I'm really not. That's what he should be saying right now. Because we all know how this goes. He gets arrested, then he's gonna play the victim and cry about how he was arrested and put in torture cuffs and was taken to the dungeon. Then he's gonna e-beg his followers for cash and super chats. We all know how this works. Same script, different day.
No, this is not a law. You know it's not a law. You can't give me the penal code. So get your sergeant and your captain. I want to talk to the lieutenant because I want to know. Because I was at the 90th precinct, I was actually able to sit down in his seat and fill out a complaint form at the 90th. And he admit on camera that it's not a law. So move out the way and I'm going to get arrested.
By the way, I work here, so we're going to stand right here.
So, but I'm saying, let me walk in so I can get arrested. I want to get arrested. But we're in public. Just let them know we're in public. We're allowed to do this. But if you move out the way, I'm willing to challenge you. I'm willing to get arrested. Why? You threatened to arrest me though for criminal trespass. So if you move out the way, I'm going to challenge you to this arrest. So what? But I can't walk past you then, because then that's assaulting a peace officer. I'm not stupid. You're beating me.
I'm not beating you.
All right, so can I walk through that door to go in then? Bro, it's not a law. Are you a sergeant? You're not a sergeant? Is there a sergeant here? Can I talk to? I'd like to definitely speak to a supervisor.
Exactly, Bama.
Because you're
I agree
violating
with
my
you.
rights. I'm allowed to film in there for my protection. Yes, I am. You still can't tell me the penal code.
Makes me laugh how they need forms because they're internet illiterate, yet they can set up YouTube channels and Google AdSense. Exactly. Like, that's all they do it for is for YouTube. Got to get that Google money. That's all they care about. They don't care about our First Amendments like they claim they do. They don't care about our First Amendment rights like they preach on that they do. They don't. All they care about is that advertising money from Google and YouTube.
You gave me a what? Wait, say that again? Unlawful?
A lawful order that you cannot come here and record inside the premises.
But what is the crime? What is the crime for that? What is the crime? For criminal trespass. In a public building? Do you know what you sound like? You guys took an oath to protect my rights. Do you realize that? You sound stupid right now. You protect... Oh my God. You've been on 10 years already. You don't know?
It's actually one strike.
One. What is that? Every 5 years? I'm sorry. Oh, I was close. I'm sorry. Ballpark. Yeah. Math is tough. Wow. What are you trying to fucking assault me now? All right, Tyrant. Okay. And you ain't going to do shit. Believe me. I'm challenging you. That's why I move out of my way and I walk in there. How about you go back inside, get back to work? I'm going to walk in there. All right, so go ahead. Go outside. I'm going to walk past you. Your post is outside. No, because I want to challenge your shit. You're lying, bro. All right. Don't close the door in my face, man. I'm public, bro. Don't do that. You know, I'm actually, listen, you're going to.
I do want to say these officers have been very patient. If I were one of these officers, this guy would have been in cuffs about 10 minutes ago. This is why I would never be a cop, because I personally do not have the patience for this nonsense.
You're going to violate my rights. You guys don't have qualified immunity. You know that, right? You don't have qualified immunity. You don't have qualified immunity. You don't have qualified immunity. He's recording me, bro. He's protecting me. He's protecting me.
You don't want to put the phone in my
No. He's watching me.
Tell him that.
All right, just watch me. Just watch me. I got you. But he's on public sidewalk. He's allowed to do that, though. He's on public, though. He's allowed to do it, too, though. Can you let him know we're on public? He's allowed to do that, too? All right, so if he touches my guy, then what are you going to do? You're going to do something if he touches my guy? All right, good. So let him know that we're allowed to do this out here, too. He ain't going to do shit either, though. We're out here fighting for people's rights, and people get all fucking feelings. But Listen, man, I'm a journalist. I'm allowed to record inside there.
No, you're not a freaking journalist. No, you are not. Take care, Ziggy. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great day, my friend. But seriously, this guy is not a journalist. Frauditors are not journalists.
Yeah, you're violating my rights. No. There's a difference between that. There's a difference. I'm a journalist. I'm allowed to do this. Yes, I am a member of the public. But that's not a fucking law. That's a policy. You know that's a policy. So give me the penal code. What's the law? You don't know it. That's why you don't know it. You don't know it. So you're gonna say that on record that you don't know the law.
Off the top of my head, the exact.
You're a law officer. Can you go find the law? I would like to know. I want to challenge you. I'm gonna stay here all night and do this. Yes, because I'm gonna challenge you to this. Because you know you're full of shit.
While recording, there are consequences for that.
For trespassing inside of a what? What precinct is this? Is this private?
It's a police facility.
Is it private?
It's a police facility.
Is it private?
It's a police
Is
facility.
it public or private? What is it?
Police facility.
I get that. I heard you 4 times. I heard you. Is it private or public? Which one is it? Wow. You were definitely dropped on your head, dude. I'm asking you a question. Public or private?
I think the only person that was dropped on this head was you, Predator. Like, and for the millionth time, yes, you can be arrested in public. Like, it really doesn't matter where you are, honestly. It's not a public building. It's accessible to the public, but it isn't a public building.
Very simple question. Just answer. Wow, this guy, you're a funny guy, man. Yeah, listen to him. Listen to him, bitch. Go back to work, bitch. Listen to him, bitch. Sarge. Hey, Sarge. This is the tyrants you trained. These are the tyrants you train. I still got your door open. I opened your door again. You ain't gonna do shit. He can't tell me no fucking law. He knows it. He's a fucking full of shit. But I can stand right here and zoom in and do all this, right? Guys are clowns, bro. Fucking clowns.
He's just mad now because they
Fucking
stopped giving
clowns,
him
man.
attention.
Unbelievable.
That's all he's really mad about.
Out here, freaking unbelievable. Fucking tyrants. 75th tyrants.
Hey, Alweed Skador, good to see you.
That's going to be another complaint.
I'm doing well. How are you doing? Who wants to bet this guy was a bully in school? I wouldn't doubt it at all. Like, he kind of seems like the type that would be a bully. So, I'll likely say he probably was. Who's the clown here? Exactly. The only clown here is that frauditor.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed all the super chats. I'll catch up in a second. Just give me 1 second. I'll catch up. This dude trying to walk up on him like, what is he, crazy? Get the fuck out of here. He won't do shit either. He's fucking recording me. I want to know the law, man. I'm asking you the law. I really want to know the law. Can you please tell me the law? No. Get your hands off. Get your hands off me. You're assaulting me now. I'm going to be under arrest. No, that's a summons. No. You're not putting me under arrest right now. You're not putting me under arrest right now.
I love how he's saying they aren't going to arrest him as they're arresting him.
Get the fuck out of here. Get off my phone. Get off my phone. Oh, you're crazy, bro. I broke my foot. You're hurting my fucking arm.
And that was another auditor who, for simply confrontation, decided to be an ass and get arrested. Now, I do have one more video lined up, and I believe I found the correct video that I was gonna play earlier. Let me see if I can find part 1. There it is. So this guy decides to do a public records request.
All right, folks, this is going to be a follow-up just for some basic information. I'm heading over to...
Yeah, I heard he posted a video today, but I haven't seen it yet. After the stream, I'll go check it out. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, what was it, Tones that was doing a video about him today? Or I thought somebody was doing a video about it today. Just going through the chat. All right.
Police department to get some public records. Today is September 17th, approximately 8 p.m., a little after 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are with Oath Fakers. That's what I'm going to be looking for. To a citizen to ask for an officer to identify himself. I want the name, rank, and pay of all the police officers. All emails.
Same, Matthew. For some reason, I get pleasure when they arrest these guys. It's because they're asking to be arrested, pretty much. Like, they go out of their way to get arrested. In 99% of these situations, like, they try their best to get arrested. They must be desperate, have nowhere else to go, or they must like the jail food or something.
829, 830 to Chief. Thank you. Can I do a public records request? Open it up. I need to do a public records request.
Which you most likely could have done online, but again, then you wouldn't have content to film. More YouTube money if they get arrested. That is true. I mean, and not just YouTube money, really, when you think about it, because then they e-beg, they have all these other things like, crowdfunding sites. Some of them will start crowdfunding sites. Others will just have links to their PayPal. It's ridiculous. So it's really more than just YouTube money at that point when they're e-begging their viewers for money.
I will. First thing I need is a report number from a call into 704-920-5000 on August 29th at 9:29 p.m.
You need the report number?
Report number? Yeah.
But you don't know the report number?
I wasn't given the report number. That's correct. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, so you called into here?
There was a
make a report?
There was a call into here.
Okay, who made the call?
At this point, I don't think that's important.
I mean, I need to know, without a report number, without information, I feel like
August 29th.
I understand that.
9:29, there was a sergeant, somebody dispatched out. There should be a report number for that.
They dispatched out to where?
I don't know how many other calls you're going to have from that same time and date.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what relevance is it to you that you can't give me information?
I'm a journalist. I'm working on a story. This is a public records request.
What type of call was it? What type of a report was it?
It was a request for assistance.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat for me, and I'm going to have somebody come speak with you.
Okay, who are you going to have come speak with me?
I'm going to have an officer come speak with you.
And as usual, he decides to be a creep and just continues to film her, even after she said that she was going to get an officer to help him.
Can you tell me her name?
And here we go with the harassing. Now we're just going to start harassing everyone. Because, and this is what the auditor is thinking, just so we're all clear. She didn't bow down to my demands, so now I'm going to harass everyone. That's what this auditor is thinking.
Ma'am, can you tell me her name? Do you work here? Do you work here? Wow.
That was perfect right there. Perfect response. Just close the blinds and ignore him. Like the little child throwing a temper tantrum that he is.
Do you have any complaint forms out here?
Hey, Prince Jedi Master. Good to see you.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Well,
that wasn't my question. Do you have any complaint forms out here?
No, not out there.
Why not? You are kind of with Kalia, right? You know, Kalia kind of expects y'all to have that out. Wow, shut this place down, I guess, huh? Bring in some transparency. They get.
I mean, you really didn't shut the place down. I mean, the place was already closed, in my opinion, likely, because it's nighttime and they had to buzz you in for you to even get in there. So you didn't shut the place down, but keep spinning things so that it fits your narrative, because that's all you know how to do.
Get scared.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, good, sir. Are you here to assist me? Did they call you to assist me? Thank you. I need public records, and those two up there are being quite rude.
Which public records do you need?
Well, first off, I'd like both of their names up front because they were extremely rude to me. They were disrespectful. And we'll start there.
You want to file a complaint on this?
Yeah, I'll look
Possibly.
up his
Not at the
name. I
moment.
can't remember it at the top of my
I
head.
have more important things to take care of right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and document their names, and I have my camera with me just for transparency reasons. I mean you no harm. I'm not here for anything other than journalistic purposes.
Okay.
The first thing I wanted, well, she changed this because she was extremely rude. She was extremely condescending. So I would like her name. This one here.
Okay. Are you filing a complaint on her?
Could you provide that for me? I had interaction with her. I would like her name.
Okay, her name is Miss Bud.
Miss Bud. Budd.
Yes.
Does she have a first name? Does she have a first name?
She's the only Miss Bud here.
She's the only Miss Bud. May I also get her name?
I don't know her last name.
Okay. She could probably provide it for you.
What public records did you say you needed?
At the moment, I would like to get her name, and I'll be happy to continue this once I'm past this part, because they're extremely rude and disrespectful, just like I just told you. And if I can go ahead and get their names.
All right, so this video, for those interested, is from North Carolina Oath Fakers. That's the name of the channel, for anyone interested.
We can continue this because I have some information I need to get. I'm here for a story that I'm working on.
Okay, so
You're not working on a story. Harassing people is not working on a story.
the supervisor for the city tonight, and so whatever information you need, if I can provide it for you, I'll be glad to do that. But otherwise, if you don't have something you need tonight, you need to leave, because this door is locked after hours.
Your
and
name?
it's for emergency.
Your name, badge
Lieutenant
number?
Parker. We don't have badge numbers.
All right, that's part one. There is a part two. Let me bring that up.
Parker. Do you have a first name?
It's Lieutenant Parker. I'm the only Lieutenant Parker. At the
Your
police
name is
department.
Lieutenant Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, what was her name?
I'm not giving you anybody else's name.
You refused to give me her name?
I'm not. I gave you her name. I gave you
That's
my
right.
name.
That's right.
The supervisor for the city. So anything
That's
you
right.
need, you can handle through me. If you want to file a
Yeah,
complaint,
but you're not helping me.
If you want to file a complaint, I will be glad to give you a complaint.
I don't know if I
form.
want to file a complaint at this point.
Okay, well,
I have other
when-
business to tend.
When you decide you want to file a complaint,
Mhm.
you can reference the CAT ID event.
Okay,
and
well,
it'll
before we get
document
into
who's
that,
here. So
can I get her name?
what information do you have that you need?
Can I get her name?
What information do you need?
May
other
I
than
get her name, sir?
No, sir.
I'm not being
I'm not giving you
disrespectful.
anybody else's name.
You're going to
You
start
have
being
other extra-
disrespectful. You're going to start
No,
taking
sir.
this to another level.
I'm not being
You're
disrespectful.
refusing to give me her name.
You need,
This is,
you need to leave now.
I need to leave?
Yes, sir.
Why?
You don't like telling me what information you need. The doors are locked after hours for a reason. If you have
He's not there to do a public records request. He is just there for the purpose of, once again, like the other auditors that we watched today, they are there for the purpose to harass law enforcement, to create a confrontation so they can post it on their channel, their small little channel. Hey, Patricia Bradshaw, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I do think these kind of folks are misguided. However, I don't think they are terrorists, although some can be violent, in my opinion. Yeah, a lot of them aren't violent, but some of them definitely can be. I mean, we've seen sovereign citizens. There are videos of sovereign citizens who have became deadly. So, I mean, with these auditors, though, I mean, they mostly just harass people, which is bad, but I mean, they aren't really that bad in the sense of what some sovereign citizens have done.
public
Mrs.
records
Parker,
that you need.
are you trespassing me? From
I'm
a
not
public?
trespassing you right now. I'm
Okay.
telling you you need to leave in this moment.
Are you
Unless tell
asking me or is that a lawful order?
If you tell me that you have some information you need that I
I-
can provide for you, other than this lady's name.
I told you and you wouldn't provide it.
Okay.
Can we get past this point? Because all you
Are
gotta do is
filing
give me
a
her
complaint?
name
If you're
and then
filing a
we
complaint, I'll be
continue.
glad to give you her name.
Okay.
If you
Look,
decide you want to file a complaint,
At
you're
this
welcome to come back
point,
and call.
I'm not
and I
gonna
will
answer
do
any
that.
questions. I'd like to get her name. If you're gonna refuse me that,
Okay,
that's
then
fine,
you
Parker.
need to leave.
May I get a complaint form for you?
Yes, absolutely. Can I get a complaint form, please?
Actually, make it 10, please. Can I get 10?
What 10 officers are you complaining?
Yeah, he wants 10 complaint forms. No, you can just get one or two. I mean, so we're just going to hand you 10 forms so you can waste them for people that could actually use them for real complaints. unlike your nonsensical complaints that will be read at, then laughed at, as they're either thrown in the trash or thrown in the shredder.
I'm not answering questions, sir.
Okay, I'll give you a complaint form. You can list the 10 officers.
You can give me 10.
No, sir, I'm gonna give you one.
You're only going to give me one? Why is that?
I'll give you one form.
Why is that? You're just trying to make it challenging for me?
No, sir, you said you want one for
Because
me.
you're
I'm
going
only
to
one
disrespect
person.
me too
I'm
because
not
I got a
10 people.
camera and you don't like the transparency
I
part?
have a camera too.
Okay, is it on?
Yeah, it's on, of course it's on.
Good.
That is a
Why
great
can't you give
point,
me your
Raven
name?
Lunatic.
And why are you
I gave
being
you my
unprofessional?
name. I'm very professional.
No, you think you are, but you're not.
Okay.
You'll be able to see
Is there
the-
anything else that you need?
There's quite a bit that I need, but you haven't helped me with the
Okay,
first.
well, what else would you need?
Her name. I want some reports. I want some
What's the
other
OCAs for
public
the report numbers
information.
you need?
As soon as you give me her name.
Okay, you need to come back Monday during regular business hours. That's what you need to do.
Why?
I'm telling you, that's what you need to do. So you need to leave.
But police officers lie, no?
Huh?
Police officers lie, no?
I have nothing to do with that.
Why
I'm
can't
here-
I get her
I
name?
want
Do you
to
know her name? Do you
why
not know
you're
her
here.
name?
No, I don't know her name, to be honest with you.
Is this closed? Is this?
Yeah, the doors are locked.
The
How do you
public-
get in?
Why don't you ask them? They're right here.
They had to
They
buzz
work
you
for
in
you.
because the doors
I don't
are locked
answer
at 9
questions.
o'clock. You need to leave then.
I need to leave?
Yes, get out.
Is that's a lawful
That's
order?
a lawful order because now you're trespassing because you have
I'm
no police
trespassing
business.
in a public
You need to leave
place
now.
or what?
It's public when the doors are open.
Okay.
Again, you had to be buzzed in to even be let in there, so the place was basically closed. They were doing a courtesy letting you come in to file a complaint, but instead of filing a complaint like you said you were gonna, you just decided to harass two people just doing their jobs. And one of them actually tried helping you, so yeah, your complaint is illogical, and I doubt it's gonna be read. And if it is read, like I said, it's just gonna get thrown in the trash. And what's gonna happen if you don't leave is you're gonna be arrested. It's really that simple. No, let him have a form. That's grounds for applying for a no contact order against him. There are so many things he needs. Nothing the police can provide. A shower, a second grade education, a clue. Hey, Darren H. Good to see you. What's up, Mark? Finally caught alive. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well.
After hours, somebody has to let you in.
So-
They have let you in.
Okay.
You're told
Now
you're
what?
with the press.
So
you
I'm
have
in
no
here.
press credentials.
Okay. Oh, I need press credentials?
Yeah,
Who
you told them
provides
you're a
those?
journalist.
Who provides those?
Whoever you work for.
Oh, okay.
Now you need to leave. I'm telling you, you need to leave. You have a complaint form. You have my name.
I
you
can't
have her
finish my
name.
questions? I can't
No.
ask my reports?
No, sir. You need to come back Monday or during business hours tomorrow morning.
Is your,
when the doors are
you're the highest
I'm
person
the highest
here?
person you can speak to tonight and for the rest of the weekend. So if you want to speak to somebody higher, you can speak to a captain.
What's your ID number, Parker?
I don't have an ID number.
You don't even have an ID
We have
number?
name tags. We
Yeah.
don't have badge numbers and stuff like that.
Oh, really? That's different. Okay, so you're trespassing me from here? I don't understand.
I'm
this.
just telling
I'm
you
trying to get
tonight you need to
information.
leave. You're not asking for any information. You're being an antagonist, so you just need to leave.
Wow.
If you have
How
information
many-
that you need, I'll be glad to give it to you. I'm not giving you 10 complaint forms. I'm not writing down a list of names for everybody that works here. I'm not doing any of that. You have a complaint form. You have my name. You have her name. If you want to file a complaint on her, I'll give you the form and I'll
You're
help you fill out
you're
the information.
forcing me to get the form.
No, I'm
To
not.
forcing me to answer your question
You
on
want
if I
people's
want to file a
names for no valid
complaint.
reason.
You think it's not a valid reason.
Okay, well, right now,
You're the judge, jury.
I'm not a judge at all.
Mhm.
You asked to speak to.
You're not professional
somebody
either.
tonight.
And I don't
came out
know
to
if you.
The more I watch this, the more it's very clear he was never there to file any complaint. He was just there to cause trouble. He's probably hoping that he gets arrested so that he can eBeg for money. I mean, that's all these frauditors know how to do is harass people, then eBeg, so it's really pathetic. I can't imagine being someone like this. I mean, who goes around, has nothing better to do with my time than harass people. I really couldn't imagine it doing that. And these people, the sad thing is, these frauditors have no shame in doing it. They will gladly harass people all they want because they are desperate for attention. They are desperate for money. And it's like they are desperate to be noticed. Because they clearly never got attention as children. So this is why they do what they do now.
You understand your code of conduct. Isn't it on here? Can we? No, it's not. It's your mission, right? This is your core values. Culture of excellence. That you're not providing that. There's no accountability because you're not going to give me her name, right? You want me to get out of here before you give me her name.
You don't have any official police business.
Right. You told me I was going to be trespassed. Yeah.
Which is fine.
I'm a journalist. I'm working on a story.
You're not a journalist.
What? I'm not a journalist. Okay.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're not a journalist.
I'm not working.
Still to this day, I have never seen one of these so-called stories frauditors claim to be working on. Never seen one, and I highly doubt I ever will.
What about that?
Now you need to leave.
Why?
If you don't leave, you're going to be arrested because you're trespassing now because these
That's
doors
fine.
are locked.
I don't want to be arrested.
Well, then you need to get out.
Okay.
That's how simple it is.
Okay.
If you want to file a complaint, you're more than welcome to call back up here, and I will meet you somewhere, or I will meet you down here, and then let you back in to file a
I need additional
complaint.
complaint forms. You won't provide those for
Well,
me
tell me
either?
what you want to complain about. I'll give you a
Why,
form.
why do I have to tell you? Why do I have to tell you? You're acting like a tyrant. I don't want to
I'm
tell
not a
you.
tyrant.
I don't want to give you any
But if you look at
information.
this form, you can list up to 3 employees that you want to complain on.
Mhm.
Okay? So that's 3 of us here that you have a problem with tonight. You can list all 3 of us.
Is there
here.
any reason why the complaint forms aren't out?
You have to request them.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just- we don't- there's no forms-
Kalia supports y'all with
There's
that?
no forms out here that you can take.
Of course,
none
y'all try to
whatsoever.
protect your
A lot of
people.
them can be done online.
Right, the blue
No, nobody's
line?
being protected. I gave you
Blue
one right here.
line?
I'm just not gonna give you 10 of them
Right.
at one time. That's a
Because-
waste.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't have anything else, you need to leave.
I do. I have quite a bit.
Let's go down your list. I'll do what I
One
can
thing
to
at a
help you.
time. I'm going one thing at a time, but I'm not going to work with you, you know,
That's all
because you're not working with me.
That's all you're getting.
Okay.
Nobody else is dealing with you tonight.
Interesting. Okay.
Hey, Elon
I don't
Musk.
think I want your
Good
rest
to see
tonight,
you.
so
Well, then you
at
need
some
to get
point,
out.
so I can.
You need to get out
Okay.
now.
All right. You getting out?
Take your forms, take your camera, and get out.
Hey, I'm Clean
If you
Hands.
have an
Hope you're
emergency,
doing
we'd
well.
like to help you. But
I'm not allowed in here, so I'm not coming in.
You're not
because
allowed in here
If I have an
for
emergency,
your
you're telling me
foolishness. No.
for my foolishness.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
And this officer is completely correct. All it is from this auditor is foolishness. He's wasting his time. He's wasting everyone's time right now. Just going through the chat. All right.
Yeah.
So if you're done,
Oh, Brad, I remember you. You didn't know the Third Amendment. Do you know that now? Do you know the Third Amendment? Do you know the First Amendment? Can you name me the five?
No, the First and Third Amendment. I'm not going to.
Please, can you list the
No.
five? Can
You my
don't
history
know it.
teacher?
You don't know it.
Get out.
You don't know it.
Get out.
I'm going.
Leave.
I'm going. I have
Yeah.
questions. I'm going.
I'm
Oh,
not-
don't.
I'm
hey.
sorry. Come on.
Yeah, easy. Don't touch me.
You need to leave.
I'm
Bye.
leaving. Am I not leaving?
There's the door. Get out. What are
Is
you
this one
waiting
not
on?
open? I'm waiting for you to tell me the Constitution that you don't know.
You're not my history teacher.
Yeah, that's why.
Please, now get out.
I get you. Look at you.
You need to get off.
Bye,
the
cowards.
premises all the way to the sidewalk.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
Because I'm trespassing you
I'm
now.
out of it. Oh, you're trespassing me. Who's the complainant?
I need you to give me information, but won't tell you what information I need. But you're being a tyrant for not giving me the information I didn't tell you I need. Yep, that's First Amendment auditor logic right there. And just for the record, he still could be arrested for trespassing because he's still on their property. He's still on their property, so until he gets to a public sidewalk, he's still technically trespassing. They must be smarter than me because I feel dumber every time I hear one speak. I can never be a police officer. I have zero patience. Same. Same here. Like, these officers are way too patient with these auditors.
You're going to be the complainant? You're going to be the complainant and trespass me from a...
You're gonna be the complaintive? Like, that's not even English.
public place.
Just leave.
No, I'm asking you a question. I'd like an answer.
I'm not answering any more
I know, because you're very professional. All right, Parker. No, you haven't, Parker. You haven't, Parker. Take care, man. So you're telling me I cannot be on this sidewalk? This is public property. We pay taxes.
How do you pay taxes when you don't have a job? Like, oh my God. Harassing people is not a job. Isn't me, or are they even more annoying when you don't feel good? No, it's not just you, trust me. It's definitely not you. They're always annoying no matter what. Makes me wish these people knew how to speak. What, you cannot keep up with the English and the ever moving goalposts. That's all they do. They move that goalpost. Property tax pay for city property. Exactly. Property taxes pay for the city property. But, these frauditors don't understand that, because I highly doubt that 95% of them have ever filed taxes before.
Tyrant.
Walk of shame.
Wow. So that's the city of Concord, guys. They say I can sit here. They had two other officers come. He knows exactly who I am. Anybody want a First Amendment?
Last I checked, harassing people wasn't part of the First Amendment. I mean, look, he had a notepad, he had notes. Like, he's probably a rookie, if I had to guess. I mean, if he had to carry notes with him to do this, I mean, it's like a soft sit reading their script. If they knew what they were doing, they wouldn't need notes or script or anything. So I think that's pretty much the end of the video. Yeah. He does the walk of shame. Guess he didn't feel like getting arrested that night. All right, everyone. I think this is where we're going to wrap up today's stream. We've been going a little over 2 hours now. That's all the videos that I have lined up for today. I do want to give a huge shout out and thank you, as always, to all of my channel members for your continued support. If you would like to support the channel and get early access to new videos, you can become a channel member. It's only $2.99 a month. I also want to thank Jack Gunner for his super chat today. And I do want to give a shout out to a viewer and friend of mine, Tony Wallow. During the New Year's weekend, he sent me a very generous PayPal contribution. So if you're watching this, Tony, if you're watching the replay, thank you for your generosity, my friend. And I will have a new video up most likely on Wednesday. And if you're a member, you can watch that video right now. So yeah, I think that is going to do it for me for today. I want to thank you all for your support as always. Be sure to hit that like button on the way out. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone.